is a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed, alongside of me, always the sponsors of the show, Harry Glanz, Alex Nafusi. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning, my man. Sponsor now. We're a panel one week. We're a sponsor the next week, Harv. What do we got
We're
going
all
today?
part of it. We're the host, the co-host.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Depends how lady stays up.
Exactly.
All right.
Sorry about that. November 23rd, 2013. It is the week of Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Actually, we're not going to be with you next Saturday, but we're following up, and I think we're going to come back next year and give you all sorts of great information. This spring is going to turn out.
What about December, though? What about December?
We're going to talk. We have two shows in December.
Right.
And we got lots of people coming on, a lot of builders coming on, and some real estate agents. We're going to be talking about that later. But 2014 is shaping up here, and that's where I'm going here, is it's going to shape up to be, I think, an unbelievable purchase season. I actually think, the inventory is low, and we're going to talk all about that this morning. If you want to join the show, 248-539-9797. But we see that I think there's going to be more sellers out there. That's really where it's going to come from.
Oh, you do? What are you basing that on?
Yeah. Hope.
Well, the demand. See, that's the thing. Let's go. We say Economics 101, Econ 101. Go something like this. The demand is there. Okay, is the supply going to be there? And that's what Alex is talking about. Is the supply going to be there? Don't know. That's a great question.
Alex, finally, you might have found something out there, which means yours would be for sale. No?
I always swore that we would never build a house. And I don't mean build, like hire an architect and dig the hole. I would never buy like a new construction. We have like you said, some builders coming on the next couple of weeks to talk about it. I'm telling you, man, if the houses that are out there, and I've looked at a huge price range, which it keeps getting higher and higher, unfortunately, because you just can't find anything. To borrow a baseball analogy for Harry here, everybody thinks their house is the greatest house on the planet. I don't care if it's the biggest piece of crap ever. Everyone thinks they live in the nicest Taj Mahal of homes. It's like every parent or most parents think their kid should be the starting pitcher. If every other kid is throwing 75 and your kid's throwing rainbows that are bouncing in front of the plate, he ain't the starting pitcher. I understand he's handsome and he's smart and gets good grades or whatever. He's not starting. He's not a pitcher, okay? Realize what you have and work with it. And the emails that you get from your realtor, anybody's looking for a house, you get the emails every morning that pop up what's in the market.
Yeah.
It's the same houses.
Okay. You're telling me the sellers are being unrealistic.
But, Alex, what you're going through, I don't think that's really changed. I think that the houses that you're looking at and the supply that's on the market right now, I don't think there's a great supply of houses on the market. The inventory of homes on the market right now, it's low. And realtors will tell you that. The MLS will tell you that. If you go into the computer, into the MLS, which we have access to, you'll see that the listings are down. So, it's a supply side situation.
Inventory falls to a 5-year low. All facets of the real estate market have been seeing changes over the last 5 years, and no doubt about that. We had that spurt where there's all these distressed homes and a lot of foreclosures on the market. Those have definitely shrunk to all-time lows now. This is the lowest level ever. They said actually a 30% difference from October 2012. Other programs, too, the highest percentage of anyways, what else do we got here? Oh, Florida, New Jersey, New York, Louisiana. They're the states now leading the way with foreclosures. Michigan's not on that list anymore. That's the good news.
Yeah, that's a great news situation, Harvey. 3.5 years ago, you could have found a house, bought a house, bargained with a bank, bargained with a seller, and you would have got a great deal. Now, fast forward to 2 years to last year. Not going to happen so much. This year, there are no steals anymore. If you're looking for a deal, I don't know, but there are no steals out there anymore. No steals at all.
248-539-9797. It's a beautiful morning out there. I saw the sun coming up. It's sunny. It's 27 degrees. That's the only other thing that's not so great, but a lot of cool things happening here in Southeast Michigan. I had a chance to share some fun in sort of that Motor City love last night at the Hobnobble Gobble. Saw some cool people. Actually, it's everything's for the parade company, so it's a big gala to sponsor the parade that's coming out.
And it's a great fundraiser, and we were active in that for many, many, many years. It's a great event. It's a great civic event and community event. And the parade, who doesn't go to that Thanksgiving parade on Woodward in downtown Detroit for years? Okay.
Speaking of that reminds me, Royal Oak Thanksgiving Day Parade is Saturday. It starts at 2 o'clock. You can head out there at noon. I'll be at Scout Real Estate right at 6 in Washington. It's actually super cool. The kids can go ahead of time, and they do the Santa run. Josh Taylor will be there. Dan Dubinsky will be there. Skyward Real Estate right in downtown. Right
Are you
in
serving
Sticks in
food?
Washington.
But more importantly,
Yes.
Alex, you're going to be there.
I will be there, yes.
Alex, also next week.
There'll be food. We have turkey sliders and beef sliders or whatever, the real sliders as I call them, and pizza. So,
Yeah, a lot of cool
it's free.
stuff
Come by
next
and hang out.
weekend. So, again, that's going to be Saturday. Is that the Royal Oak? Was
It's
Saturday or
actually
Sunday?
it's tomorrow, 2 o'clock.
Oh, it is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Okay, fantastic. Get out to Royal Oak tomorrow. Definitely Skyward Realty on Washington. Of course, Dan Dubinsky comes on the show quite a bit. We've got a whole bunch of great real estate agent connections and builders, and we're going to be featuring him here on the show in 2014 and the end of the year, including Phil Laparato, who's building some homes. He was going to come on, but Phil's got an open house going on all weekend long. I wanted to throw that out there. It's awesome. If you want to buy an unbelievable house, or at least check out what new construction is. Again, I built 3 new homes in a row. I love it. I love the experience in
You do
different
like
ways.
that, right?
You know, I felt like I lived that entire experience with Harvey 3 separate times.
I was
And-
gonna
It was fun. I didn't share it with you. I'm sorry.
No, you did share it with me.
Too
The good news is that we had an Oakland County builder on earlier in the year, have a Livingston County builder on, and now in the upcoming weeks or months we're going to have the gentleman from downriver,
Yeah.
Mr. Liperato, coming in from Wayne County.
Cool. So Huron,
it'll
he
be
built-
great.
and just
I'm
give us some of those cities.
I'm
off
not
the
knocking builders at all. Everyone I've talked to, this is where I built the house. It's like meltdown. It seems like
No.
no, it's easy. Just pick up
Absolutely. Get the right people involved, and you can spell it all right. I mean, you deal with the professionals. Obviously, people in the past 20 years, just like everything here, there's a lot of unprofessionals in the industry who got into it when times were good. And yes, there were problems and things going on out there. But generally speaking,
Well,
if you lay it all out, you can.
Yeah, but you know the countertop, and this goes on in my house quite often. You know the countertop that you pick out, you see the little sample color, and
granite countertop,
it's that,
yeah.
it's the granite thing, and then they put it in,
Nice. I'm on it.
right, and then it looks totally different when it gets in your house.
Of course.
Imagine that doing from foundation, pouring the foundation, all the way through your final inspection.
It's like,
okay, there you go, Harv.
It's like the mirrors at Saks. Everything you put on makes you
Looks
look good.
good,
When you get home, you're like, oh my God, why did I buy this?
right? The paint. Everything looks different on the little 1-inch.
I can live with that.
Sample
Not that
card,
picky,
right?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, you never really had a bad time, did you?
No, here on town. Anyways, Phil Laparato, actually, they got some open houses going on. They build all over, as you said, Harry, different areas. Brownstown, Groseal, Newport, South Monroe, and he could build on any custom lot. Really upgraded builder. We know so many great builders now that are the guys that have stuck around over the last, as we said, in the last 20 years. They are the ones you want to talk with and sit down. And most of them just need end loans. You don't have to necessarily do construction loan financing.
Right.
So we'll talk all about that. Again, 248-539-9797. We've got so much to share with you. Alex, did you want to jump in any more about your housing experience? Because
No,
I like the fact that we're going to be sharing this
I've
with
been
you.
in the same house for I think 8 years, Stacey and I have. So we're just we're talking about starting a family. So we just have to make some changes. And maybe I just forgot what's out there and what it's like to be looking for a house and the frustration some people must go through and that we're going through right now. It's just it is very difficult to find something you really like. Then of course one day I'm hanging out and I'm a kid in Las Vegas. Next thing next day next week I wake up and we got to talk about the school district, honey. And it's like you go from being a kid to
last
an old man.
Saturday night, Alex texted me, and after the show, you go about your day, you go to work, or you do what you do. So last Saturday night, he texted me, says, "Staying home, Stacey and I are under the blanket. We're watching a movie."
Yeah,
so he's all of a sudden he's turning into an adult on me.
Oh, I was a shot at Dan because Dan was hunting. I'm like, I can imagine Dan in some tree stand. It's 32 degrees, which hunting's cool. Some of the hunters probably make fun of me for golfing and whacking a little white ball around. But I'd say
hey, don't make fun of Dan. He got a 120-pound deer.
for him.
All right.
I have a German Shepherd bigger than that.
We always want to talk about mortgage interest rates again. We just get this out of the way. Mortgage rates still at all-time lows. I want to call them 30 or 40-year lows now. Fantastic opportunities out there. We're going to talk later in the show about refinancing and some of the ways that you can save money. One of the nuances of refinancing a mortgage lately has been because our equity, we've got some appreciation now, has been taking a look at some of our alternatives to PMI. And again, I know a lot of families out there listening. You pay this mortgage insurance, this old-fashioned PMI, or even on your FHA loan, that MIP. Can you switch your loan into a loan that would better your situation by $100, $200, $300? We're seeing a lot of that now, so definitely want to give us a call on that.
I think if somebody went FHA purely because of the down payment, they wanted a minimal down payment.
Right.
I'd say anywhere in the last over 12 months, I think it's imperative you call and at least check it out because you're paying a large sum of money every month in that private mortgage insurance. And the way the markets bounce back, I'm telling you, you can probably drop the PMI. You can do, there's lender-paid mortgage insurance products. And you can do We could do right now. Can we do? No, I can't 3% down. Don't be my. I don't know.
Not anymore,
I think
but
5%
not
down.
unconventional,
Yeah,
right.
5% down. No PMI. You have to pay attention to everything, and everything is the whole picture, And it's I mean, I've been at Capital, I think, for almost 13 years now, and one of the things that I stress to my clients over all these years is that. You have to look at the whole picture of everything. You have to make sure your assets are lined up the right way, your mortgage is lined up the right way.
You're a little more optimistic about the values in the last 12 months, but definitely if you bought in the last 5 years, definitely give us a call. Hey, we're up against a break. 248-539-9797. We'll be back.
Tiffany has a question that a lot of you might also have.
Why is my power still out?
Well, Tiffany, DTE Energy sent over Tim, one of their outage experts, to talk about just that.
We know it's frustrating when the power's out, so we really appreciate our customers' patience. We take every outage very seriously and are working nonstop to restore everyone's power.
So what should I do?
Don't assume we already know your power is out. You should report the outage using our DTE Energy smartphone app, which also lets you track repair progress and shows you a map of the affected area, or you can call 800-477-4747.
Hey, that's pretty cool. I got to get that app.
I think everyone should.
But why does it sometimes take so long?
Well, we do prioritize hospitals, police stations, places like that. And if poles are down, it takes time to replace them. Even if you don't see damage, it could be somewhere down the road.
Thanks, Tim. That's some really good information. If you want to know more, go to dteenergy.com/outage. DTE Energy. Know your own power.
Hi, Susan Ianni, General Manager at Gordon Chevrolet. We make buying a car fun, fast, and friendly. Pick out the vehicle you would love to drive and receive a worksheet with 18 different purchase and lease payments for you to choose from. All this in under 15 minutes. Just announced Chevy's Black Friday sales event. There's something for everyone. With GMS and loyalty, you can lease a Cruze starting at $155, Malibu $199. Zero money down. Just pay tax and state fee. No GMS, no loyalty? No worries. We have programs for you. Gordon Chevrolet's Black Friday sales event. Don't miss it. At Gordon Chevrolet, we wish peace and happiness and a wonderful Thanksgiving to everyone. Then we hope to see you either Friday or Saturday after Thanksgiving. This event ends Monday, December 2nd. Gordon Chevrolet on Ford Road, just west of Merriman and Garden City. Call us 888-408-4444 or visit online at gordonchevrolet.com.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Shop Menard's Home for Christmas sale for big savings on all of your holiday needs. You'll find great deals on gifts, decorations, home decor, and much more. Update your bathroom with a new toilet by Mansfield, made in the USA. They offer beautiful design and reliable performance. A white round front ProFit 1 model toilet by Mansfield is on sale for just $69. For the lowest prices every day. And sales too. Shop Menard's.
Save big money at Menard's.
All right, look, if you're going to do steak, you got to do it right. No preformed steak patties or pucks. I don't want symmetrical steak. I want tender slices of steak seasoned to perfection. And I want it all day long. Like at Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. The only place I'll go for a hearty steak and egg biscuit breakfast sandwich in the morning and a crispy steak and cheese panini in the afternoon. Both grilled hot and served the way I like them. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting food, amazing prices. At participating U.S. restaurants for a limited time.
Every night, watch the #1 comedy in America, Modern Family.
Will do.
Gather with the family for fun.
You had a 3-hour nap on Sunday.
I was tired.
From what? Your 2-hour nap on Saturday?
Hang with the family for laughs.
Luke, I am your father.
That's what I said when you were coming out of your mom's lady part.
And make every night a family night.
We need a plan. Could you be more dramatic? We need a plan.
Modern Family Nightly. Watch Modern Family weeknights at 7:30 and 10:30 on CW50.
An American classic reborn. Nothing oozes style like Dutch apple pie.
By Marie Callender's.
Designed to go from frozen to fabulous.
Succumb to the crumb.
Marie Callender's. Even homemade pies pale in comparison.
Hey, Grandma, bring it on.
Groceries, essentials, signature value.
The Everyday Collection by Target.
StatClash.com is quickly becoming the #1 fantasy sports site. Play for free, $1, even $1,000. Daily contests with no commitment. Enter promo code TICKET for a 100% bonus match. StatClash.com. Play, win, get paid.
Tonight, Will Arnett stars in the new hit comedy, The Millers.
Mom?
You lied to me. Thank you for making me feel like a fool.
I'm still your favorite, though, right?
New CBS tonight.
Lions, Buccaneers. Kickoff tomorrow at 1 on Lions Radio.
97.1 The Ticket.
Broadcast till 10 o'clock. It's a Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, a 1-800 low rate, the best mortgage banker. You can always join us here on the show.
Listen, when the program manager of the station comes in and says, I mean, I don't care if he's being nice or not, comes in and says, you guys sound pretty good. I mean, that's a great compliment. That's okay. I'll take it. Why wouldn't you be nice to people, right? We say nice things to people.
You walked in and said, Alex, you're a handsome fellow.
I don't think he said
thank
that.
you very much.
I'm not sure he said that.
I made that up.
You can always...
he did not say that, Ron Burgundy. He did not say that.
Call us in here, 248-539-9797 if you want to join the show. Talk about mortgages, refinancing, cool things about what's going on this time of year. These guys are having fun this morning. Why not have a little bit of fun? I actually said I want a lighter show today just because I was up till,
Hey, good news,
hours.
right? You talked about the Dow. Dow's over 16,000 to sustain that for the week. NASDAQ's up to almost 4,000. A lot of S&P's up. I mean, there are a lot of good things happening. Inflation is non-existent. I don't care what anybody says. Gold is down, so that's proof that inflation is non-existent. So there are a lot of good things. And mortgage rates, again, mid-4s, ticked up a little bit, but guess what? Still very, very low. So
home prices always have been gaining. Things have slowed down. A little combination of things lately. Seasonal slowdowns, definitely in that home market in some different areas, although we say the home buying season here in Michigan doesn't slow down anymore. No. There are families still looking to purchase. And I'll tell you, what else could you do for your family? Rents have been at all-time highs. 2013 was a really interesting year. And as things shape up here, where is it going to go in 2014? Yes, we see the interest rates going up a bit. That's what the professionals out there are telling us, maybe up to a 4.8 to the higher 4s, maybe the lower 5s.
Well, as things continue to get better and the economy continues to pick up, and as we've talked off the air, there are certain areas of the country that have come back stronger than others, so things are getting better. Bit by bit, interest rates cannot stay this low forever. It will not happen. We all know it. Don't get caught up in and say, well, I'm going to wait.
We're still going to take those calls, though, next year.
That's right.
I didn't do it when I should have.
Yeah, but rates they're going to go up. When and how much and how dramatic, they're going to go up. You can bet on that.
We have some open lines, 248-539-9797. Inventories will continue to maintain as housing prices. We saw that buying frenzy, Alex. That's what you were sort of, talking about, that you're out there. People maybe have to become more realistic if you truly want to sell your house. And you see sometimes, you're insulting me on the offer and things of this nature.
You're insulting by listing your house for way more than it's ever going to appraise for or it's worth.
How about it's a negotiation?
Wasting my time.
If you go into a negotiation and you're insulted, there's no insulting on a negotiation.
Yeah, don't take anything personally.
Don't go look at it.
How about this when you negotiate? There are 3 words you should get to know. Yes, no, and maybe. Okay, how about negotiating? Everything starts at no in a negotiation. That's how it works. Don't be insulted. If you're a buyer and you're buying a house, don't say, well, am I going to insult them so they don't take my offer? They don't care who puts in an offer. They just want to sell the house.
So what happens if they don't take your offer? Nothing.
Nothing. Right. Nothing.
You go on to the next one. Nothing happens. Out of all the tough things that go on in someone's day-to-day life,
right.
A seller not accepting your offer means absolutely zero. Okay, honey, we'll go on to the next house.
Right. And a lot of families in the last couple of years, too, we want to throw this out there, they've refinanced their existing home. They're thinking about maybe moving in a year or 2 from now. And again, some of them did throw out that, see, hey, what can I get for my house? So they weren't realistic about it. But I think you'll see that maybe this spring, you'll see more realistic prices. Are people going to become more serious about selling their house instead of just throwing a number out there?
Yeah, but on last week's show, we talked to Dan Dubinsky, who was on the show last week, I believe, and we said, Dan, how many of your sellers, when you list the house, they list it high? Well, guess what? If I'm a seller, and let's play this side, and let's play devil's advocate. If I'm a seller, aren't I going to list it, Alex Nafusi, high?
Sure.
What do I want, a lower price for my house or a higher price? I don't have to sell my house.
So if you want a house, do you want more or less for your house?
Exactly. So I'm going to list it high anyways, and that's when the negotiation begins. Now, on the buyer side, to get a mortgage, all right, I need an appraisal. So, you can buy a house whatever you want, and as we've said for many, many, many years, we're only going to lend X amount of dollars on the based on the appraised value. But, you got to look at it from both sides. Sometimes you got to take a step back and look at it from somebody else's perspective.
All right, you got to tune to the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. We take your calls here in the studio up till 10 o'clock. 248-539-9797. Todd from Ypsilanti, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Hi, Todd. Good morning.
Hey, here's the deal. I bought a house 2 years ago and didn't sell my old house. So I have about a 10-year mortgage on that rental.
Okay.
And kind of curious the ins and outs of refinancing that. I've had that mortgage for 10 years at something like 5.5.
Okay.
I don't really know the exact value of it because I own the house for over 20 years.
All right. And what about, so you have two mortgages, the primary you're living in now and the one that's rented, correct?
Correct.
I'd like to maybe, assuming there's a little bit of equity in the rental property, you might be able to refinance that one and maybe take it down to a 15-year. You're already 10 years in, so I hate to restart that 30-year term. You're doing all the right stuff there.
Yeah, what's the rate on that rental property?
5.5.
5.5, and what's the balance?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Did I miss that?
93.
Okay.
I mean, what I'd like to do. Go ahead.
I'm guessing it's worth about 125.
Yes, I mean,
130.
you've got some equity there. I'd like to take a look at that. I mean, maybe get it down to a 15-year. I mean, you could do a 15-year, in the mid to high threes on something like that. The payment's going to stay about the same, and you're going to save 60 payments. So if your payment's $1,000, you're going to save $60,000 by paying it off 5 years early. There's your savings right there. What about the primary? What rate's that one at?
That one's at like 4.5.
There you go. On that one.
So, my kind of guess is that I can't really do anything with that.
You're in
I
good
think
shape.
rates are probably about the same.
Yep, right around there. You're in good shape, Todd, on the primary. Let me call after the show and look at that rental for you and see what I can do with that one.
All right.
Good deal. Thanks, man. See ya.
All right, the show's going to be talking about a little refinancing and debt consolidation. Absolutely. The biggest thing that we've seen recently, and we talked about earlier, was the removal of the mortgage insurance and some opportunities to save money. Alex, always dropping years, dropping the term of your mortgage is a great way to do it. Things have gone old school. We talk about that all the time here, how that conservative old school approach, fixed rates, has always been really a great recipe for success.
Yeah, don't get tricked into doing a tricked up mortgage. I mean, those programs are far and away dead, and the CFPB going to come down on that starting January 10th next year. We have there's something called the qualified mortgage rule that's coming in, and that's a fixed rate mortgage. Also, that last caller, that's the best call you can ever do for somebody. All right, you take their term down, you save them money, put them on a fixed rate. That is, as Alex Infusi likes to say, an old school deal. All right, you're saving a lot of money, especially if you're going to keep that house for a very, very long time.
Yeah, get it done.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say get that done.
You mentioned the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. It was fun. I had some lunch the other day with a couple of guys who work at another lender, a small broker. And nice, honest guys, good dudes. And these guys, the new rules that are coming in about debt-to-income ratios.
They have no idea.
No, they do. Here's the thing, dude. They're flipping out, though. Because,
that's what I'm saying. They have no idea what effect it's going to have on them.
Yeah, because they're nice guys, but they've
been stretching some things.
Their whole business is predicated upon these deals that don't really fit into anything else, and now they're flipping out about it. And I'm like, he's like, aren't you worried about it? And I'm like, guys, we've been doing it this way for as long as I've been in the business.
Yeah, we've taken steps to go ahead and make sure when this implementation comes in, it's a smooth implementation. And it's really not going to affect the way that we do business. It's supposed to help the consumer. I agree that it does help the consumer, but however is this should have been implemented 10 years ago, if not more.
It will affect very, very, very few of our clients.
248-539-9797. We got lots to share with you here against the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Diane Patone is telling me we have beautiful, friendly people in the office to help you, and that's the key. If you need an approval letter in your hand, talk to real professionals. Diane and our whole staff is over there to help you at 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Harvey's working and he threw in the beautiful. I love that. She texted him. We have nice, friendly people in the office. He throws in the beautiful part. I love it. Great job, Harv.
Refinancing again, we talk about this conservative lender values that are out there, the qualified mortgage. This is a great mindset. It builds stronger communities. There's no doubt it's going to build stronger communities and stronger loans. Definitely make for better neighbors. How about that? You're going to have some money, make sure your neighbors can afford to purchase the house, have some additional money where they can cut the lawn, Alex. And we always talk about the other expenses of house ownership, as there's a lot involved. You got your homeowner's insurance. You have the maintenance of the property. There's snow removal coming up here in Michigan. Deal with real professionals that lay out the numbers for you and make sure that you can make things work and do it the right way. Again, 248-539-9797.
That's one of the biggest issues that I've seen looking at houses is, a lot of the areas around here, there's a lot of new construction and you'll get, 6 houses right in a row, but you still got to drive by, the dude that bought the house in 1980 for $30,000. It's got the ATV in the backyard with the cover over it. And I'm thinking, there's nothing worse than coming home from work and, I mow my own lawn still. I edge and everything because I do a better job than the lawn mowing guys. Nothing against those guys. That's just something that I do. There's nothing worse than coming home and I got that one house on my street still, man. I'm like, bro, you can't cut your lawn?
Everyone's got one of those in the mirror.
Trash comes on Friday. It's Wednesday and your trash can is still out there. I mean, it's just like simple stuff like that. Like I honestly, I take it, I walk down and take.
Hey, I'm that guy.
No, you're not. You are not that guy.
Well, maybe a day. Well, maybe a day.
And the boy's back in the house. Wait a minute, Eric's back in the house, isn't he?
Hey, he's got studying to do. Maybe a day. Maybe I leave it
I'm
out
okay
for
with
a
a
day.
day.
Good morning.
Okay.
We got Rick calling in on a cell phone. Good morning, Rick. Thanks for joining our show. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I took out a second mortgage to do an addition and pay off some bills about 10 years ago. It's at 8%, and I wonder if it's possible to do something, if there's a refi or something I can do to lower that rate, or is it subordinate to the first and I can't do anything with it?
You can. What's the balance on the first mortgage? On your primary?
About 120.
And what's the balance on the second?
It's 119.
Okay.
And the second is about 72, I think.
You got a heavy second. What's the house worth?
The last time I had it appraised, which was August a year ago, was 185.
So you're underwater on that one. I mean,
correct.
When did you get the first mortgage?
When?
Yeah, the primary, the bigger one, the 120.
Well, I think I did. I refied that one in probably 02 or 03, something like that.
Rick, here's where my head's at. I'm going to check and see if I can do a HARP loan for you. If it's backed by Fannie or Freddie, I can maybe lower the rate on the first. You can take that savings and apply it to the second. I got to run to a break. Let me call you after the show. Cool?
All right. We'll be right back.
Okay.
248-539-9797.
This football season, DraftKings.com could be crowning you its fantasy football millionaire. Yep, the winner of DraftKings Millionaire Grand Final will be winning $1 million. DraftKings, this is the new fun way to play fantasy football. It's one-day fantasy sports, so even though the season started, you can still play and win serious cash every game. DraftKings makes watching football way more fun and exciting because now there's money to be made on every game. It's super easy. Just select the right players and you could wake up tomorrow morning with hundreds, thousands, maybe even $1 million in your wallet. True story. One guy won $100,000 his very first time. $100,000 day one. Right now, Detroit listeners get free entry into the Millionaire Grand Final. Enter promo code BILL at DraftKings.com for your free shot to be crowned a fantasy football millionaire. But you gotta enter promo code BILL today at DraftKings.com. For details and your free entry, visit DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com.
Your neighborhood Auto Value wants to know, what's in your garage? A car, a boat, an SUV? Hey, what's in your garage will now earn you lots of free stuff. Just drop by Auto Value. Sign up for our new Auto Value Garage Rewards program. Start earning points today for free gift cards, free tickets to your favorite local sporting events, and a whole lot more. It's just one more reason why we say at your local Auto Value Auto Parts store, service is the difference. We get it. And by the way, what's in your garage?
What have you done this week? You've probably gone to work, done some chores, and maybe driven the kids to some class, practice, or game. But have you done anything to make a real difference? You can with one easy text message. Text SCREEN to 50555 to donate $10 to 97.1 The Ticket Student Heart Check Program. Your donation will pay for one student athlete to have a Beaumont Healthy Heart Screening. Help save a life. Text SCREEN to 50555. Charge will appear on your wireless bill and be deducted from your prepaid balance. Message and data rates apply.
CBS Local Offers is your one-stop shop for great deals, discounts, and exclusive VIP experiences. You'll find 50 to 80% off the best restaurants, spas, retailers, events, and activities. Are you dying to learn how to salsa, skydive, or simply try that new sushi restaurant? Now you can. All at least 50% off or more. Go to cbsdetroit.com and click on the Deals tab to sign up and receive our daily email and get in on the great deals. CBS Local Offers. Your city, your deals.
The gift of time is timeless, particularly when it features stunning, modern designs from the legendary Movado watch collection. Find it now at Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
That's Jared!
Long considered one of the premier Swiss watchmakers, Movado has redefined the modern design aesthetic for over 130 years. Movado, modern ahead of its time, at Jared today.
It can only be Jared!
Find a Jared store or shop anytime at jared.com.
Wow,
This is cool. Why can't I get all of these stations on my radio?
Yeah, you're trying an HD radio receiver. It's all your local AM and FM stations plus additional channels. And it's all subscription free with an HD radio receiver.
Oh, sweet. Is this the only one you have?
Nope. Here at Best Buy, we carry HD radio receivers from Alpine, Pioneer, Kenwood, and Sony. Would you like to see some others?
Sure, I'd love to.
HD radio technology. Available at Best Buy. Learn more at hdradio.com.
What if the closer you got toward your college degree, the more you could reduce overall tuition costs? Introducing the Phoenix Scholarship Reward Program from University of Phoenix. Eligible students could save up to $10,000 on tuition. So what are you waiting for? To learn more, visit phoenix.edu. University of Phoenix. Let's get to work.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by National Benefit Plans for affordable health and life insurance. Go to nbphealth.com. Pistons fall at the Palace to the Atlanta Hawks 96-89. Josh Smith, benched after missing practice, goes scoreless in 20 minutes. Kyle Singler, 22 for the Pistons, who are in Brooklyn tomorrow. Michigan football today on AM 950 at 12 noon. The kickoff. Michigan is at Iowa. Eagle number 13, Michigan State, is one win away from the Big Ten title game. They play at Northwestern today. Red Wing hockey tonight right here on the Ticket. 6:40 the broadcast. Wings hosting the Ottawa Senators. College basketball, both Michigan and Michigan State victorious. Number 14, Michigan, takes down Florida State in overtime 82-80. Number 1, Michigan State rolls 96-77 over Virginia Tech. From the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
Some complain. We explain.
97.1 The
Welcome back to the show till 10 o'clock. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, a 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We always take your calls here at 248-539-9797, and our email address at mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. Alex, I did make the mistake of telling Pat something about sports announcers, and he proceeded to do like 100 push-ups out there. So stay tuned. We got Pat Caputo coming up with sports right after us.
Hey, don't bet Pat Caputo on a push-up contest, okay? Because he'll shock you.
He's out there.
That was impressive.
The Olympics out there, whatever he's got going. We've got some calls to take. Let's go to Jared first out in Clinton Township. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Good.
Morning, Jared.
Okay, I bought a house about 10 years ago. I was 20 years old. It was when the market was still kind of high, so I bought it kind of high, unfortunately. But it was my first house. I was kind of young and naive. About 5 years ago, I did lose that house. I lost my job. I was a father of 3. And really just couldn't afford the payments anymore.
Okay, it happens, man.
So I walked away from it. It wasn't even worth close to what I owed on it. Now, in between then and now, which again has been 5 years, I never did file for bankruptcy, anything like that. I never had the extra money, again, trying to take care of my family.
Okay.
Looking at my credit report now, my credit score is at like a 610, 615, which isn't the greatest.
It's not good at all.
Right. I'm wondering.
I'll help you. Let's be honest.
Right. I'm renting right now, and of course it's expensive as heck, and I want to buy again. I'm just wondering what my best route is.
All right, man.
To get a mortgage the fastest way.
I'm with you. Let me ask you a couple questions, man. Why is it 610? If the foreclosure was 5 years ago, did you reestablish credit? I mean, that seems pretty low for 5 years out of foreclosure.
To be honest with you, no, I did not. I haven't been reestablishing credit, no.
Here's what I want to do. And first of all, I definitely want to help you get you back into the housing market for sure, man. I mean, you went through a rough patch, and I don't think there's anything wrong with, with what you did. I mean, you said you're a father, you said 3? Right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take care of your kids. And, if you lose your job, and it sucks, man. My heart goes out to you. I'd like to run your credit when I get back to the office and see what the scoop is. Maybe there's some things that are late. Maybe there's some old collections you don't even know about, and get those cleaned up. I have some great software I can run your credit report through, and it tells me what you can pay off or pay down and the impact it'll have on your credit scores. So, for example, if you have, let's just say for the sake of this analogy, a Home Depot credit card and you owe $1,000, maybe we pay it down to $500, your score will go up to $620 or $630 or $640.
And that's the key. How many lines of credit has he left open and does he have active? Jared, maybe you don't have enough lines of credit open. We'll definitely talk about that, maybe a secured credit card. And we expand on this conversation because so many different families have different credit situations. And I like the idea that we're going to give you a call back. Let us get that mortgage credit report in your hand. It really tells the whole story, and I think that'll be the key to moving you along.
Yeah,
hey, before a year from now, we can buy a house.
Yeah, Jared, so we can't do something right now. Well, you start looking in the spring, man. You don't want to move 3 kids when it's, a foot of snow on the ground anywhere. Yeah, man, no worries at all.
You have no idea what that would do for us as a family, buddy.
Jared, no worries, man. Give me we get off in about 20 minutes. I'll call on the way back to my office. Give me like 20 minutes. I'll call you back.
I appreciate
Thanks for the call again. I like that call this morning. Again, I said I was going to do more of a Michigan sort of what's going on here and let's help each other. The charitable feeling. What a great thing to do for your family. Get them a house or at least, if you don't have the money now, you're going to celebrate the holidays and enjoy it that way. But put a plan together so you can buy a house next year.
There are 2 things, and I'm thinking about him like with 3 kids and all that. There are 2 things you can do to save money that no one ever does. People are disappointed because their loan's not backed by Fannie or Freddie and they can't refinance. And they go, $100 a month would mean a ton to me. Here's 2 things you can always do. The cable every single month, I'm telling you, every single month. When I see that commercial that says, in the little small print, new clients only, $39.99. Cable's like it was like $250 a month. I call them, I'm like, listen, man, I'll go back and forth every single month. Getting the cable. If you don't give me the going rate, that was $100 a month off, and the cell phone bills. Station, I had some unlimited multi-gazillion dollar.
You weren't even using it.
Wasn't even using it. Another $100. Save $200 right out the gate.
2 good things to check out. See if you can save some money there. Again, we don't want to take any money away from those, the Comcast and such out there. But there's no doubt. I looked at that thing last night.
Comcast is not struggling. I promise you that.
No, there's no doubt there. 248-539-9797. Let's try Mark out in Linden. Good morning, Mark. You're live on the ticket.
Good morning. How you doing, guys?
Good
morning, Mark.
Hey, just happened to be catching your show. I've caught a few times on Saturday morning. I had a question regarding my current situation. I went through a short sale situation about a year and a half ago. I had a home built about 8 years ago, and my wife's job has been eliminated, and my second son had some health problems, which kind of led to us having to list that house. Had an 80-20 loan, negotiated out of the 20% loan so I could list to sell. About a year later now, I'm at about a 730 credit score. My wife's at about 800. Trying to look for a program that I could get back to a fixed rate. The lending institutions that I'm a part of right now, the best I can do is 4.25 on an ARM, which I'm reluctant to go back into. I'm just wondering if there's any programs out there available, or there seems to be a window where it's anywhere from 1 to 4 years, depending on who you talk to, or maybe more.
Yeah, if you can get 4.25 with a foreclosure 18 months ago, take it.
Okay,
that's when the foreclosure was. I missed that.
Yeah, it was 18 months ago, right?
No, it was a short sale. I just went to a lending institution to see if I was ready to go look for a home, which we'd love to do in the spring. The best I can get right now for one of my lending institutions is 4.25 on an adjustable rate, which would be 5 years and a 6% cap. And I'm just concerned that for those 5 years that those rates would fluctuate, put me back into a situation
you shouldn't be shopping anything. If someone's going to lend you money when you had a foreclosure, just take it.
Right. You're not going to wait for the 3 years to come up where then you would qualify for perhaps an FHA transaction, and then that loan has MIP in it. Even though the interest rate might be lower and fixed, it has that MIP. We like the idea you take it now because you don't qualify for anything else.
Right,
really.
Mark. If you're concerned that the rate's going to go up after 5 years, it's going to go up after 5 years. But it's going to be a situation where you're going to save money now. And if, like Alex and Harvey said, if somebody's going to loan you money right now, you have to take it.
And put the plan together,
because we're not going to do it. I mean, you can't do that. And if a bank is going to do it and they're going to put it on a shelf and service your loan, then more power to it.
Is it an FDIC insured bank, Mark, or is it a credit union?
Yes,
it's an FDIC insured bank.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, you're not getting that loan. It doesn't exist. I'll save you the trouble right now.
I wish it does. Okay. Hey, we'll follow up with you and see if we can help you. Thanks for the call again. 248-539-9797. When we have callers, and again, we don't want to pick on anyone too bad. We expose it so other people can learn from what's going on out there. Yeah, Alex, what were you saying?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Look at this call on line 2. Or line 1.
Who is it?
I was just saying, do you guys understand, like, out there, like, every mortgage bank and FDIC insured institution, we all have the same rules. I mean, so if you have a foreclosure, and I'm not picking on Mark at all, if you had a foreclosure short sale a year ago, and you call 10 banks, you're going to find some idiot that says they can give you a mortgage. You will. You'll get some kid right out of college or right out of wherever, or some person that doesn't have any idea what they're doing, and they'll say, "Yeah, I'll do your mortgage." You'll go through all the paperwork. It'll go to underwriting, and they'll say, "Why did you turn this deal in, son?" Because this program doesn't exist.
Can we go to Andrew before Sue?
Yes.
Thanks,
Okay.
Andrew. Good morning from Clawson. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Morning,
Listen
Andrew.
to you all the time.
Thank you.
I
love
got
the
a Bank
Clawson
of America
Steakhouse, Andrew.
mortgage for the balance is like $73,000. House is worth about $125, but I'm paying 6.625 interest.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do about that?
Absolutely. I think you how far into that term are you? You're on a 30-year fixed, and you're how far into it?
There's 19 years left.
Man, if your rate's that high and you have 19 years left, I'd have to run the exact numbers for you. I can probably switch it to a 10-year, and the payment will stay about the same. So
I'm not trying to pay it off.
Why? That's what you do with a loan. You pay it back.
All right.
I'm 70 years old.
All
That's
right.
a good,
There you go. Cash flow. There you go.
Andrew,
Good
that
move.
is a
Hang on. I'll probably pass it on to the daughters or whatever.
Well, you could do a 15-year. You could do a 15 or 20-year and look at those payments and still would save money. Yeah.
Andrew, but you want cash flow. You want the lowest payment possible?
I'd just like to lower it a little bit. It's $858 a month right now.
You got it, man. Here's the scoop. Let me call after the show. We'll redo it on a 30-year fix for you. You'll free up probably $200 a month.
Great call.
Cool.
Thanks for the call,
All right.
Andrew.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You got it, man.
All right, we're up
Bye-bye.
against another break, but when we come back, tons of information. 248-539-9797.
At the Earhart BMW Happier New Year sales event, get the 2014 320 X-Drive from $299 per month for 36 months with $2,750 down. With the largest selection in Earhart's exclusive privilege program, visit Earhart BMW Bloomfield Hills, Farmington Hills, EarhartBMW.com.
See the future of TV today at ABC Warehouse. Experience Sony 4K Ultra HD TV, 4 times more resolution than HD. See colors never seen before on TV with Sony's Triluminous display. This week, get Black Friday markdowns and save up to $2,600. Plus, get Netflix and Hulu Plus free for 1 full year. And right now, get special no-interest financing for 36 months on any Sony 4K TV purchase at ABC Warehouse. These deals are for a limited time, so don't delay.
Get your questions answered and find out all there is to know about this exciting new TV technology. Meet with Sony factory reps in person on Saturday, November 23rd from noon till 5 p.m. at the Canton, Novi, Lakeside, and Kentwood ABC Warehouse locations. That's Saturday, November 23rd from noon till 5 p.m.
Sony's new 4K Ultra HD TVs are on display and on sale now at most all ABC Warehouse locations. Stop in for a live demo and get a free football. No purchase necessary. We are your 4K Ultra HD TV headquarters. ABC Warehouse, the closest thing to wholesale.
Imagine you're on vacation. Like you've just pulled up to your hotel at Universal Orlando Resort and you're ready to head out to the theme parks. Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Now imagine you're on vacation and you can't remember if you turned on your home security system. Well, with Xfinity Home, now you can arm and disarm your security system on your laptop, tablet, and smartphone from anywhere and get right back to your vacation. Xfinity Home lets you remotely adjust your thermostat, check live video inside and outside of your home, and enjoy the peace of mind that comes with a 24/7 professionally monitored security system. So get the most out of that vacation with Xfinity Home, your total home security and control solution that simplifies your life. Xfinity Triple Play subscribers, now you can add Xfinity Home for only $29.95 a month. Plus, you can lock in your rate for 2 years and save over $200. Call 1-800-XFINITY now. Offer ends 11/30/13. Restrictions apply. Limited to Secure 300 service for new residential customers. 3-year agreement required. Early termination fee applies. Installation taxes, video and automation equipment and fees extra. Requires compatible high-speed internet.
The Home Depot has Black Friday prices now. So let's get a Whirlpool stainless steel refrigerator, side by side or French door. Your choice, just $998. Both are Energy Star qualified, so you save energy for years. And up to $700 now. It's a classic win-win. Let's do this with Black Friday prices now. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. While supplies last, valid through December 4th. U.S. only. See store for details.
You don't just grab life by the horns. You put it in a sleeper hold. Your steering wheel grip's not at 10 and 2. It's 10 and elbow out the window. You don't just talk a big game, you talk an entire season. And when you're hungry, you don't just get a sandwich. You get the new triple steak stack from Taco Bell. With 3 times the juicy marinated steak on a warm 9-inch flatbread, it's perfect for those who want more out of everything. The new triple steak stack from Taco Bell. At participating locations for a limited time. Triple the steak compared to the 1.5-ounce portion steak taco.
Matt LaFontaine here with some huge GM program enhancements. LaFontaine Cadillac Buick GMC in Highland is offering up to $15,500 in savings on select new GM vehicles. And if you buy or lease your new vehicle by close of business Wednesday, you'll get a special $500 Black Friday bonus MasterCard. Visit us at thefamilydeal.com or call 866-LaFontaine for complete details. Not all customers will qualify for all incentives. See dealer for details.
The Home Depot has lowered prices for the holidays, so let's get a move on and get a Ryobi One Plus 18-volt lithium-ion drill and impact driver combo kit for a new low price of $129. Then let's give the gift of drilling and driving and recharging in 30 minutes or less. Let's nail the perfect gift for our favorite do-it-yourselfer. Let's do this with holiday savings. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. While supplies last, U.S. only.
Oakley and Sunglass Hut have joined forces to bring you Apex by Sunglass Hut at Somerset Collection. Today from noon to 2, meet the 97.1 The Ticket Street Team and the Ticket Chicks during their new store launch party. Find out more at 971theticket.com. Then tonight, The Ticket's Jeff Rieger broadcasts from the Joe Louis Arena Concourse by the Gordie Howe statue from 6 till puck drop. Hang out with the Ticket Chicks and the Street Team. For Red Wings tickets, call 313-471-7575 or go to DetroitRedWings.com.
The football team that Detroiters love most. The Detroit Lions live here.
Welcome back to the show in our last segment here. The Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. For you BlackBerry users still here, I think you're one of them still. Is that not even?
Stop it. What does this look like to you? What does that look like to you?
Droid of some sort,
yeah,
right?
Samsung Galaxy, brother.
I'm
Stop
an iPhone guy. But you definitely can call Capital. 1-800. It's 569-7283.
But that was Bachman Turner Overdrive, 1974-75.
Totally your era.
Our bumper music, right?
Definitely send us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. We got some open lines. 248-539-9797. HARP loans still available through 2015. If you're underwater on your house, you can refinance and save money. Want to throw that out there. We've got some builders coming up. If you're interested in finding out about new construction, we've got so many great builders we can hook you up with. If you're a builder out there and want to get on the show, definitely give us a call at the office. We are building tons of relationships with some great people here in Southeast Michigan. And we are going to go to some callers here. We got Nick out in Detroit. Hey, Nick, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Nick.
Okay. Hey, I'm never bought a home before. I'm 48 years old. I make about 38.5 a year. My credit score, I think it may be about like the other guy, about 625, maybe 630. Right now, what I'm trying to do is just figure out what I can do for maybe, like you said, next year, about April, May. What I can do to rebuild my credit score and to purchase a home for my first home, purchase a house.
Nick, it's a great call. I'm happy to help you, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I can do a lot of the repair on homes myself. I'm pretty good. I'm in maintenance.
Okay.
I just need a hand. I'm a little nervous about this. Never done it before.
Nick, no worries at all, man. You made the right call. What I'd like to do is run your credit after the show and see what we're working with. 620 is a pretty low score, but like I told a caller a few back, I can run your credit report through the software. It'll tell me what we can pay off or pay down and the impact it'll have on your credit scores. And it's just, it's a stepping process, man. I mean, if you're saying you want to do something next year, so we talk for 6 months. Big deal, man. We'll talk about whatever. We'll work on your credit and get things lined up. What I do with my first-time home buyers usually is like to work backwards. So you tell me what you want the payment to be, and then I can back it into a loan amount, and property taxes, and where you're looking. That way you're comfortable every month with the payment as opposed to, how much house can I afford? You got to pick the payment, man.
Thanks, Nick. That's a great call, man. We look forward to helping
call you
you.
after the show, Nick, okay?
Well, the credit repair process is going to take time,
Thanks,
and he's only a few points away, and I think, Alex, with what we can do for him and over time and our experience, we can help build up his credit for him.
Alex, want to throw that out there again. There's got that great Thanksgiving parade downtown Royal Oak. It's sort of small town. Royal Oak's a lot of fun. Get down there tomorrow. It starts, I think, around noon? Or is it a little earlier?
The noon is when the kids can run the streets. The parade starts at 2 o'clock. I'll be at Scoured Real Estate right in downtown Royal Oak at 6th and Washington.
Okay,
You
we're
have your
serving
pictures,
some
8 by
food
10.
down
You'll be
there.
signing autographs, giving out T-shirts.
No, I have a big Capital Mortgage Funding banner, though.
Awesome.
That's not bad. All right, right on Washington. Check it out. It's fun. Who cares what the weather is? It's Michigan. Have some fun out there and get down to Royal Oak. Spend a little bit of money in town. And if you're interested in purchasing a house or seeing what's going down, we got so many great buyers. I love those areas. Kloss and the surrounding areas of Royal Oak. A lot of fun. If you're interested in purchasing a house, we have professionals at the office there at Skyward Realty, definitely to help you. Also, Harry, you wanted to throw out your shout out to all your CPA friends and your referrals out there and all these guys.
At the end of the year, you're getting all your documents together for tax season, and it's a great time to look to save money. And just because the holidays are coming up, you should be prepared for going into 2014 for your CPAs. The CPAs, these guys from January 1st or probably January 2nd after football, right, all the way they're going crazy through April 15th. And you know what? They get people walking in their office the last week. We got to get the taxes done. They're bringing in the shoe boxes of receipts. How about make a New Year's resolution to get all your documentation, not only for your CPA so you can help them help you, but how about for your mortgage people? Get your documentation together for them so we can help you save money.
It feels like just only a month ago, Harry, people who are just putting together at the last minute, October 15th, just finishing up their 2012 tax return.
That's right, extensions, all that kind of thing. But for normal people, unlike me, who do file an extension, guess what? Get your stuff together, have it ready, so when you go in and get your CPA, because they're going to be sending out those letters, emails, e-blast, Facebooks, all that kind of stuff, that get your stuff together. So we'll say it first right now.
For self-employed people, it's very important. If you want to use your 2013 income, you got to get your tax returns done. You have to be able to get these where the IRS logs them in, and we can get transcripts. If you want to close on a mortgage and you're self-employed and you want to use the average of your last 2 years, there's a lot of keys about getting your taxes done early that can truly help you. Again, many different things we can help you with. Just call Capital 1-800-LOW-RATE or always here on the show and track us down at 248-539-9797. We've got Ed in Monroe. Good morning, Ed. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing? Hold on, let me shut my speakerphone off.
Okay.
Thanks, Ed. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Good morning,
You there?
Ed, come on back and join us.
Yeah, I'm still here.
What's going on?
Give me 1 second.
You got it.
He's got it.
And we're on your time. We'll just wait for you.
Let me know when you're ready. About the builders who are down there. They're starting to see some work. Oh, there he is. We're talking about building. Oh, he's with us. Hey, Ed, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yes.
Yeah.
10-4.
Yeah, I want to talk about a phone modification that I had done
Right.
back in August.
Okay.
And I was in foreclosure for a year, like 2012.
Sounds like your phone's in foreclosure. Right? I'm listening.
Yeah, it isn't no more. I finally got it modified, but after modification, I had an attorney help me out just after the third modification.
After your third
They finally
modification.
broke-
Okay.
They finally broke down. They gave me a modification. I got the first 5 years locked in at 3.65%.
Sweet. Okay. Your loan's ineligible. Once it's modified, it's ineligible, Ed. I can't do anything. It's already modified. I can't.
I don't know. I just want to see what you guys thought of it.
I think you did a good job. You got a foreclosure, and now you're borrowing money from the government at 3%. That's outstanding. Have a good weekend.
That's a good one. 248-539-9797. We might have time to sneak a few phone calls in. Again, that's that standard. If you did a modification on your mortgage and he had a bad phone,
yeah, we
very
couldn't
funny,
hear that
Alex.
one.
Very
Unfortunately, what's going to happen is that he took the time, he got it modified, they put him on a program, they put him on it's a temporary fix, 5 years, and sooner or later, it's going to go up, and hopefully he's kept his credit clean. Hopefully that he's reestablished to where his credit score is, in the 700s, and we can go ahead and refinance him.
Hold on, let me get you off my
But he got a
speakerphone.
favor.
Just
but
hold on.
Thanks.
You're gonna have problems, bumps along the road. We get that, and definitely we see what's transpired even in the last 5 to 6, 7 years here in Southeast Michigan, across the United States. Property values dropped, the economy was in turmoil. Look, we thought the automotive industry was going out. Look, everything rebounds, things go in cycles. So maybe learn from your mistakes and do it the right way this time around.
Well, it's been a long road, and his road to recovery, he's on his way. But you know what? There's no way he's going to refinance now, and it just sounds like he wants to take advantage of a little bit of a situation.
Right. If you've modified your loan, hang on to it. Who wouldn't? Hey, go to Tony real quick. Maybe we got Tony up.
I was cleaning it up.
Good morning,
for
Tony. Our last caller. Be quick, sir.
Tony, what's up, man?
Hello.
Hi,
Tony.
What's up?
Speaking.
Yes, sir.
I'm 40 years old. I own my own business. I own a barber shop, and I make like 36,000 a year, you know. And I want to know, like, I've been in business for like 2.5 years. I was trying to buy my first home, you know. And I heard it's been hard for you when you're self-employed.
It's not hard when you're self-employed. It's hard if you don't claim any income on your tax returns. I mean, you have 2 years tax returns. You should have been in business for 2.5 years. All I really need is a 2-year average, and you're okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay. And like I'm looking for a note like $500 a month. You know, I ain't trying to go crazy. I pay like $900 in rent now. So, but I'm looking for to cut that.
I mean, if you want your note to be around $500, you're probably looking at maybe a $70,000 purchase price, somewhere through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty easy deal. I'm happy to help you, Tony. Let me call you after the show, and I'll run some numbers for you and get it taken care of.
Thanks for the call,
Thanks,
Tony.
man.
No
Appreciate
doubt, man. Did you hear what he's paying in rent? That's just what's going on out there. Again, if you want to purchase a home,
free haircuts too if he owns a barbershop.
You're trying to pull your own angle. Definitely, if you want to save money, take a look at home ownership. 2014 is right around the corner. We've got a couple more shows, but we won't be back here, so we wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And call Capital Mortgage Funding if you want to refinance your house. That's at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. For Alex Nafusi, Harry Glanz, I'm Harvey Freed. We've got Pat Caputo and sports coming up all day long. Michigan football, Michigan State football. Have a great day.
The new year is just around the corner, and you know what that means. Endless possibilities.